So this is footage that I shot on my phone in about 10 seconds. And this is that same clip after AI rebuilt the entire world around me. Same words, same movement, everything else is generated. And the part that matters is that that is actually me. That's not some AI generated replica of me. That is a symbiosis of AI generated footage and then the realism of humans that AI video still can't perfectly capture. That is a totally different way of thinking about AI video generation, and that's exactly what I want to show you how to do in this video. We're gonna cover the leading platform in this space, and I'm gonna walk you step by step through how you can create footage like this yourself. That's gonna be the video, let's go. Now we cover a lot of AI video tools on this channel and all of the world's leading ones, and they are really good at making a lot of progress. There are still a few problems though that are not perfect. Number one, complete control over every aspect of the generated video. Number two, that kind of uncanny valley feel where if you create a digital clone of you, it just, something is off. It doesn't look exactly quite like you. And then number three, consistency, where again, you can be 99% of the way there, but if you're 1%, you're 0.2% of the way off, then that just won't feel consistent across multiple clips. So that's the pitch of taking real footage, keeping the central subject or human, and then rebuilding or generating the world around that subject. So the AI can handle the things it's really good at, the background, the lighting, and effects, while you keep the actual human. And so ideally, you get the realism of the human and still the advantage of the generation with the AI. That in mind, we're doing this with a platform called OpenArt VFX. It is a AI video transformation tool where you upload your own clips that can be on a phone or a camera or wherever you get it from, and it can transform those clips in three ways. Number one, swap the background. Number two, relight the scene. And number three, add custom visual effects to certain parts of the frame. And what's under the hood there is a model called SwitchX. And the way it works, just like if you're familiar with masking and video editing, it separates you as the subject from the background, and that's what lets it go and alter that background in any number of ways. And then it processes that clip as a continuous sequence as opposed to frame by frame, which is a common approach taken for that kind of model. So that is what helps with consistency. And then finally, it is really good with lighting. So with that in mind, we're going to jump into a bunch of demos where I show you all of this and how to use OpenArt VFX. Now you're going to learn better from this video if you follow along while you're watching it. The good news is you can do that completely for free and you help support the channel. You can just go to this link on the screen or in the description. And again, it's free to get started and you can try it out while you are watching. That in mind, let's jump into demo number one. So guys, here we are inside the OpenArt dashboard at openart.ai. And the three main demos I want to show you are these core features we can see here. So replacing the background, relighting the video, and then video in Paint. And let's just jump into it. So I'm going to upload a reference video. I want to show you what that looks like. It is me in my living room. So pretty basic shot. I have a few different emotions here that we can play around with. So I'm going to upload this as a reference video to OpenArt. Now it's going to ask me to select frames. I will go ahead and select, let's say, just the first half of this video. So me waving. Let's click confirm. Now there's a few ways in which I can select the background that I want to be inserted in. Under presets here, I can select from any of these, or I can just describe the idea to the AI. So I want to do this a few times. We'll explore both of those options. First, let's just go actually for the default they have here. So the clean creator studio, as opposed to a living room type look. So something more professional that I could actually use for a real end shot in a YouTube video. And let's go ahead and click generate. And while this generates, let's try two variations as well. I think number one, let's go for a retro diner. That'll be a fun one. We'll generate one more like so. And then let's upload a custom prompt. So a moody neon lit city rooftop at night. It's cinematic with a shadow depth of fields. So same shot, I will have three different AI infused backgrounds. Okay, we can see the result here. This is already looking pretty epic. Let's go ahead and give it a watch. So there we go. That's the 3 seconds we selected. That looks really good. You can see it played around with the lighting a little bit. Now, if we want to modify it in any way, we can go ahead and upscale, or we can just modify. We can also export still frames from it, which I think is an underrated feature. But to actually use this otherwise, we could just go ahead and click download, and then we'll have our file. Now, if we also click mask instead of result, we can go ahead and see the layer it extracted for me versus that static background. But overall, Really impressive results. Let's check out the other two and then we'll get into the really fun stuff. So the relighting and then the VFX. Okay, here is the retro diner and looking good. I think what's important to note here is the lighting is different from the previous one, right? So that's part of that relighting that we'll get to see a little bit more of. Fun stuff there, and let's check out the third. And here is that third replacement with that Paris Skyline. So now for demo number 2, I want to check out the relight feature. This will be a quicker one. Let's go under video to relight video. And then I'm going to keep this same video as a reference that we previously uploaded. And then I want to repaint that with this golden hour glow. And then I'm going to describe that as cinematic golden hour warm key light. So we're going to keep the same shot. We're just changing the lighting to make it look like whatever we have in our heads. In this case, that golden hour, like let's say sunset style feel. Let's go ahead and click generate. And then what I want to do is a split test. We're going to keep the same exact clip. And then all I'm going to change is this preset and then say, I want low key lighting with deep shadows. So same exact clip, just relit with AI in a different way. And then for the third background split test, I'm going to give it a Paris rooftop evening prompt. So at night, cinematic with the skyline and cafe light view. Okay, here's the warm lighting result. This looks really good. What I love is the subtlety between, we can see the shading right here that's warm, but then also the shading on the other side of my face. So I'm loving the look of this. Let's let it play all the way through. And there you go. That's just relighting a shot. Takes about 60 seconds and you're pretty much done. Now here's the equivalent of that at night. So we can see it changed the sky in the background. So it became evening, kind of sunset, added the moon, and then we have the darker lighting up front here as well. Okay, now for this third demo and core feature, that is the VFX effect that I mentioned. And basically the way this works, like you'll see in a second, is just you select the areas that you want to change. So you can play with assets in various ways. You select what you want to be changed, and then the VFX magic will be done for you by the AI. And let's see that in action. And then the VFX magic will be done for you by AI. Now you can use this to remove assets, you can add assets, or you can alter them in some way. So what I'm going to do is select from the first frame, basically everything except my head. So I'm going to select paint right here. We're going to go to a big brush, and then I'm going to paint basically everything that's not my face. Let's go ahead and fill that in. Now, if you've ever had to mask anything in video, you know exactly how much effort that takes to something like this. It's really awesome to see. So I've selected basically everything except my head. I'll click preview, I'll click confirm, and then I'm going to click create with AI. And then here we can just describe the changes that we want. So let's say change my outfit to be a suit and change the background of this shot to be a mansion. It's gonna be that, it's gonna be something simple, and we wanna see how realistic this is. Let's go ahead and click generate and we'll see what this looks like. Now we can see what this shot looks like here. So that's what the reference is going to be. And then let's say change the outfit and background of the guy. Now we can do more here as well. We're going to play around with that in a second, but let's just do this for now and let's generate. So while this is generating, let's have a little bit more fun here. I'm going to click create with AI. And then here for frame 51, I'm going to say add a glowing sci-fi energy core to the hand of this person. Let's click generate. So this is something closer to that standard VFX of let's add something that isn't there to the shot. And then for that, let's click edit selection. We're going to delete this. I clicked auto select, it auto selected me, so that should track the hand as well. We'll click confirm. And then this is the reference we're going off of here. So we'll say add a glowing sci-fi energy core to the hand of the guy, and we'll click generate. And to test the accuracy of the mask, let's do something super specific as well for this third little one. So that'll just be change the shirt to the color red. Okay, we can see the result here. So we have the suit that is actually perfectly adjusted to the face and the background here as well. Let's check out the second demo. Okay, this will be a fun one. Let's give it a watch. So there we go. That's our VFX glowing energy core added Pretty cool. Okay, and let's give number 3 a watch here. So look at that. That is just about a perfect mask, perfect replacement. And the reason for that is I think a very clean cutout here and a good reference image. So really cool to see that doesn't look like AI, that looks completely realistic. Now, quick run through as well before we wrap up. There's a lot on the platform that we didn't cover. So you can create end-to-end with AI under video. There's all these other tools, extend video, restyle, motion sync that we didn't cover. On image, there's a ton. This is really a production platform of sorts, and I'm really looking forward to keeping up with this as they add things, as the quality improves. Something that's, I think we're just getting into globally are your world models. So that is gonna be really epic to play around with. Overall, if you like these features, if you like these 3 features that we looked at in this video, I think you're gonna like to investigate and explore the platform more as a whole. And that in mind, that is OpenArt. So my overall take on these are that the background switch and Relight are practically useful in the situations where they are. If you have a need for something like that, this is gonna be an immediate fix, an immediate time saver, and will genuinely help you out. On the VFX side, I think that's even higher yield. That can replace a lot more of the time that's typically required to do the custom masking and to redo and add and replace and remove. I think what's critical there is the cleanliness of the shot. So putting effort into, in this section, making sure the area to change looks good, making the targets or the reference image good. If you nail those 2 things, then that is how you get the best use, I think, out of your video in painting. So there you go. That is the core of what I wanted to show you, and I hope now you feel confident to be able to go and do that process yourself. I said this earlier, if you want to try it out, you can get started for free. You go to this link on the screen or in the description. And if you want to support the channel and you just want to try out those tools on a paid plan, there's a discount code in the description as well. And that code will get you 15% off. And if you want the best possible value, the annual Wonder plan will bring the actual cost per video to about 40 cents, which I don't need to say is good. That's 40 cents per video. That in mind, that's in the description. I hope you go create something awesome and learn something today. That in mind, appreciate you all for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.